our filmmakers, once the light comes on and it is safe for you to come down, please do. Noah, Brian, Mary Lynn, Poonam, Angela. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I'm gonna sit a little out of back, so if I fall back, please catch me. Catch me if I fall. Oh, yeah, she scared me. I thought it was fun. All right, we have about 12 minutes before we have to empty. So let's share. High five, filmmakers. Thank you for being here. Independent film. I just have such an appreciation for you all. It is day 3. It's fine. It's day 3, and we are in our 6th year of celebrating filmmakers and stories. Let's go down the line. Oh, do we need one more? Angela, I'm sorry. I thought I had enough. Come here, Angela. Angela, you're good, honestly? Okay, come down here then. We're going to take the mic. I'll stand with you. We're going to take the mic and say who you are and what your project was. And I want to hear something. You just watched it again for probably the millionth time. What's something you're proud about from the project, from the film? Okay?
Okay. Hi, I'm Angela Matimocha. I'm writer and director of 1986 Punk Show. I think I'm proudest of the band and my actors and my crew.
Fun, baby, yes.
My name is Noah. I'm the writer-director of that movie. The thing I'm the most... Walter Grayson, the Submarine. I'm proud of like a lot of things, but I just like I'm super proud of like the score and the tracks that Ings allowed us to use for the movie. She's like a super talented artist, so like I would recommend looking her up on Spotify. Her music is amazing, and she's super talented. So music. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Brian Lee. I directed and wrote San Francisco Blues. I'm most proud of just how it turned out overall with all the help that went into it, and yeah, everyone that helped out, yeah.
Hi, I'm Poonam Basu. I'm the director of My Dearest Elizabeth, and I am most proud of, I did a lot of planning ahead of time with the colors, and then how Marilyn, or I guess Elizabeth, starts off like really bright, and we used a different lens for Grandma's scene, so it was like an older lens, and so it lent itself to this nice yellowy thing, and she comes off like really, really crazy, and then it kind of like gets more and more like Grandma, like grounded towards the end, and I think that really came to life, and that's always so exciting to watch.
I'm Mary Lynn Suchan, the writer and Elizabeth in My Dearest Elizabeth. And this is a very thought-provoking question, thank you. I think what I'm most proud about is the aftermath of what our sweet little film does wherever we go. Hearing people talk about the family member that they have to write a letter to or call or text back, and the people that they have lost along the way that this film brings up for people. That is what I'm most proud of, because I think that's what we're all trying to do.
Yeah, giving us space and permission to feel and to grieve, and we've had little conversations, but it was very meaningful for me, so thank you. I thought the pairing with Noah's film was especially significant. The way your film ends, giving you a little bit of a respite or an invitation to think and to breathe. I could ask questions, but I know you all might have some, so let me start there. If anybody has it, go ahead.
Yeah, Noah, fabulous film. I'm curious to know what is the origin of that story, and how did that come out of you and evolve?
For sure.
It's such an interesting story, and the telling of it is so interesting, and it's really character loaded. I just was fascinated by the whole thing.
Yeah, so I've kind of discovered as I've been going with like this that like my process is just like kind of writing super personal stuff. So I had like some family stuff kind of happen in 2018. You can watch it and kind of elaborate and kind of guess, but it's just like I was feeling a whole lot of stuff, and I wanted to write something about it, and it took a long time to go from 2018 to like now and like figure out how to articulate that in like an empathetic way. And I bumped into somebody and we hung out for like a couple months, and we really had this like big connection, but she had to like leave because of her own situation. Nothing like the actual character, just like the emotions rhyme with real life, but I'm not telling her story kind of thing. But it was just like wanting to write a comfort movie for that person, while also like kind of sorting through my own stuff, while also being like, I really want to make a movie, and like I could write a movie about two people, and it's in a house, in another house, and it's a very doable kind of thing. So it was like that kind of bridging of like doability and spilling my guts out into a script kind of thing.
Doability and spilling my guts out. Yeah, that's really good. And how many of you want to go visit Grand Rapids, Michigan now? I mean, you made Grand Rapids look really beautiful, and I'm from the Midwest. So, yeah. By the way, this is Noah's first time in California, so give it up for that. First time on a plane coming to the BraveMaker Film Festival. So thank you for sharing that. Before we take one more question, I always like to ask people, like, what mistakes did you make along the way? And what will you try not to do? Okay, it's kind of like a lightning round thing.
Mistake I made, I should have, instead of one day, I wish I would have had 2 days to shoot it.
Good one. More time.
More time.
Leaning a little bit too much into the locations that we had access to. We shot at my buddy's house, and her house is right across the street from an elementary school. So, like, kids would come out and play recess, and we'd have to like shut down for a little bit and like wait for them to go back inside. So it was like sound was a tricky issue on like locations like that, where it's like we could do it there, but it's like so that kind of thing. So yeah. So location scouting, do it.
Yeah, kind of same with him. There's like a talking scene, and we had a ton of takes, and I just had to cut through because people kept walking through. Luckily, like it's kind of hard to notice. There was a lot of editing.
Everything really came together for us, but I guess if I had to say something, there's probably one crew position that I would switch.
Like people they were
Yeah.
people in the wrong places.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't want to say wrong. I would
Okay.
say the person who understood the film should have had a higher position, in my opinion. Yeah, even though she technically had less experience, but I think she should have,
Yeah.
Find the
Now
right
that you
people.
say that. Yeah, I shared this at the previous screening today, that on the writing side of things for me, the one note that I get from peers in Hollywood is that perhaps I should have had a twist. And when I first wrote it, I was very headstrong and like, no, it's okay to have a slice of life piece where you know what's going to happen and you just have to get through it because that is also life. But I still, sometimes you have those moments where you're like, but were they right? And should I have had a twist, or, just making peace with what our final creative decision was.
Making peace, because you watch it over and over and over and over, and you finally have to put it out in the world. And it's like, I watched it again, I thought, if I could just go back. Yeah, making peace with your creative decisions. That's a good one. All right, one or two more questions. Go ahead, Mike.
For Angela, I wondered how you navigated the mosh pit scene. Something that you really can't choreograph.
Coming from our filmmaker Mike Heff, who had punk kids in our festival last year.
Yeah. Well, you would know because you're in a band too. So the band that I have, the Pawns, they are friends of mine. They're a band. We just have their friends and fans come. Like we had a real mosh pit. Safety was a concern to even, such a good point, find a first AD, because everyone I talked to were like, no. And I'm like, but I did, they had to sign things, I mean, look, it's, it is what it is.
We love signing things. Filmmakers make people sign things, okay? Be careful. By the way, side note, BraveMaker is going to Sundance every January. We get an Airbnb, and we always kind of look for people who want to join because it's pricey, and I am a part of this online group, and I put it out to my online group, most of it I don't know personally. And anybody want to join and have an extra bed? And Angela piqued the interest. She interviewed me first to make sure I wasn't a serial killer, and the rest of our team, but she came out to Sundance with 8 of us, or 10 of us, I forget. And now we've become fast friends, and now you're here. So that's so cool. So if you want to go to Sundance with us, let us know. One or two more. Olenka, our sponsor, Magical Bridge Foundation. Yes. What you got?
Just quickly, well, for Noah, it was a beautiful film, but the lead actors, your male and female actors, were incredibly talented. Who are they, and are they in other films, or they were really just wonderful?
Yeah, so Kyle Patrick and Jesse Carl, look them up, give them jobs. They're incredible people and incredible actors. Yeah, so I found them by posting into like a acting Facebook group, and I posted like an image of like before sunrise and like a little blurb of like, hey, I'm making a movie. This is my idea, and it was like really not like official or cool. But then Kyle reached out and was like, hey, I like this idea. Can you send me the script? I want to read it. So he read it, and then he's like, wow, Grace is my friend Jessie. Can I send it to my friend Jessie? Like, this is her. This sounds like her. This sounds like us. So they're friends in real life before, like, I cast them in the movie, and they, like, really gelled with it and understood what I was, like, going for, and they sent in, like, their audition tapes, and it was just immediately clear that they, like, were very talented, like, it's a given, but also they just, like, understood what I was going for, and they just, like the love was there, and it was like really cool. So, they've been in like some other features and like commercial work and things like that. But I think they both like are really proud of the work that they did in this, and I think like literally everybody on set was like, these guys are cool. These guys are awesome. So like, they're amazing people for sure.
I wholeheartely agree with that. Okay, our last thing is going to be, because we want you to know that these are independent filmmakers who are making stuff. People always say, what's your next project? I'm not going to ask that question, but I'm going to ask, you have 25 seconds to say, I need or I want for the future to be doing what? Like we've talked a lot these past 3 days about saying, I want to be a showrunner. I want to write and create television. That's what I want to be doing. If you want to be specific, I could say a mockumentary about a counselor who inherits a bunch of monsters. Okay? Called Creature Comforter.
I want to be shooting the feature version. This was a proof of concept for a feature called, same name for now.
I'm gonna make a second feature in Michigan during the winter. This is a fall movie. The next one will be a winter movie, and in a similar tone with this, where it's like kind of a coming of age slice of life thing. So.
I also write music, so I want to eventually write the score for something, for a film that I make, yeah.
Are you hireable to do that, Brian?
Not yet.
Okay.
I want to be rom-com royalty, and I want to star in rom-com movies, and I want to direct a feature film, and I want to write a rom-com and a drama, and I want to have a leading role on a Nickelodeon or Disney voiceover series.
Oh, yes, you see that. You packed it all in those 25 seconds.
Wow. I want to start focusing, can you hear me?
Hold on.
Bueller? Hi. I want to start focusing on creation that is in my wheelhouse. So I want to be a showrunner of a show that I star on, and I'd like to start tapping into the faith-based industry side of the industry, but like real faith, like real people getting hammered one night, going to church the next morning. It's called real faith.
Did you watch my life last night? Just kidding, just
Where do you
kidding.
think I got inspo?
I got to interview Mary Lynn and Poonam for our BraveMaker podcast, episode 234.
34?
Okay.
Is it? I may have made that
And
up.
we talked back and forth. If you want to check that out on YouTube, and you can find out that Mary Lynn was also on Grey's Anatomy and Station 19 involved. So these are people who are moving and shaking in the entertainment industry. Follow them, support them, meet them after. If you want to support BraveMaker and see us get a year 7, then tell more people about us. Donate. Donate by texting the word BraveMaker to 44321. 44321 BraveMaker. Is this live streamed? Is that why? Okay. You can text right from your phone the word BraveMaker to 44321. And if you have people who are generous, corporate donors, get on the back of our program and see. We didn't get a presenting sponsor this year. We want to do more. It's because we don't have a full tech production team to have all the things we want to have. Have a great night. Thank you for being a part of day 3. Bye. we're gonna clear the screen, the theater for 8:15 reflection.
Oh, sweetie, thank you. Did you see?